Hello, Newcastle and Lawrence County and Mercer, Beaver, Butler, and I guess Youngstown now, and all points around the world. Glad to have you along on Nctv45, and well, folks, I really don't know how to describe it. So why don't we start with something a little positive? Was that a heck of a football game you just watched? Please respond if you watched it. Going back 20 years, I guess now 22. And what a whale of a football game. Absolutely unbelievable as the Newcastle Red Hurricane defeated Erie Cathedral Prep. They defeated them 27-25, and hope you enjoyed the game. Now we're going to get to a few other things today that you're probably wondering about. So, without any further ado, the train is on the tracks, and Newswatch is straight ahead for you.
If you think there's nothing to do in Newcastle and Lawrence County, then think again. Always stay connected to NCTV45 to receive the information on events going on in and around the area on a daily basis. Programs to view are Newswatch, The Morning Show, and Community Happenings. NCTV45 takes pride in bringing you the event and organization info that you want. NCTV45 is the #1 media source locally. NCTV45, anytime on your time.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Come dine with us, come dine today. If you could use some real good food, there's a place not far away. If you could use a drink or two, or a place to go and play, come to Gallows Italian Villa today.
Simple elegance in a majestic setting. Yes, right here in downtown Newcastle, minutes away from shopping, seconds from a gas station, and let's not forget pastries, a restaurant, and oh yes, the schools. The majestic, for that majestic lifestyle, right in the greatest castle, Newcastle. Come by and take a look.
4658-5900. Chuck Tanner would be proud of the restaurant that bears his name. Chuck Tanner's Restaurant, owned and operated by the Papazikas family, would love for you to be part of a Newcastle tradition. Come enjoy the great breakfast, super lunch, and second-to-none dinner choices from their Italian, Mediterranean, and American cuisine. You can relax with a wonderful atmosphere and something from the bar. If you're planning an event, ask about their banquet facility. Tanner's Restaurant is located at 2305 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call.
Okay, folks, it's Newswatch Nightly, and, well, we gave you a well of a football game because I guess I just believe you got to get a little tired hearing about Corona, COVID-19, but now we got to talk about it, so let's climb into the mailbag and kind of get going. Now, first up, this in from Pennsylvania State Representative Aaron Bernstein, and let me kind of make a statement about this, as the Pennsylvania Department of Education announced today that the cancellation of all PSSA testing and Keystone exams for the 2019-20 school year as a result of COVID-19. Now, thanks, Aaron, first of all, for sharing that. I totally appreciate it. I'm not going to editorialize about the test, guys. The thing that I am going to say is it should be incumbent upon parents, and this is free from, I posted a survey from the Newcastle Area School District and Deputy de Blasio, but this has to be free from anything else. The first job of education, I believe, totally falls with the parents. Therefore, please, I ask you, spend some time with your kids, even if it's playing a game like Monopoly, where they learn how to count money, especially if they're the younger ones. Very, very important. And I ask you to do that. Now, as we go through, State Representative Chris Sonata also giving great things. We talked about this earlier, and what is social distancing? Social distancing means staying away from close contact in public spaces. Maintain a 6-foot distance. Avoid public avoid public places, public transportation when possible, social gatherings at houses and visitors. Now, with that being said, okay, there's going to be a time when you've got to eat. Okay? If you choose to go through and get what I call grab and go, they're willing to do that for you and I'm going to name our sponsors. And I always start in the north. It's easy for me. Tuscany Square, grab it and go. Crane Room, grab it and go. Coney Island has a drive-through, grab it and go. Scoosties, grab it and go. Alley's Upper Crust, grab it and go. Tanner's, grab it and go. Excuse me. As you come down the hill, Town Mall Pizza, grab it and go. Cedars, grab it and go. Los Amigos, grab it and go. You know who our sponsors are. You've seen them enough. And the reason that Chris's picture is right there, because he posted what is social distancing. And this is a public thing. It's safe to do. Take a walk, watch your favorite show, spend time outdoors, cook a meal, read a book, listen to music, family game night. Thank you, Chris. Clean out your closet. Very safe to do that. Okay? But please, I'm asking you. It's very important that everybody pick up the slack. We've been airing things that are very much in the public interest. I got lots of tapes. We showed you a couple football games, the Wampum 200th birthday. Maybe we're going to show that again because we got the audio fixed. Okay? But do not worry about hoarding toilet paper, creating rumors online. Listen, we're airing Catholic Mass every day, and we're airing Sunday Mass for you from St. Mary's. For those folks that go to First Presbyterian, we've been called by them. We set up our stuff, and we will air their service. Anybody that needs help along those ways, Nctv45 is a community station, and they're here for you. So we're going to continue on with what we've been talking about here with the mailbag and the updates. Thank you to Richard Rapone. Anything you need, just please let us know. State Representative Aaron Bernstein, thank you on the state testing as that is done. And totally appreciate it, Aaron. As we continue down, Chris Sonata, and this regarding the Pennsylvania Turnpike. And the Pennsylvania Turnpike announced that it will reopen all 17 of the service plazas Friday, March 20th, starting 7 a.m. Restrooms inside the service plaza, the outdoor portable joinings will remain in place for 1 week. Limited food options will be available starting tomorrow at 8 o'clock until 6 p.m. For takeout only, therefore, and until further notice, food will be served from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. except at the Midway Valley Forge locations. They will offer 24/7 food. So that turnpike information in case you have to travel. And you know, all of these things come in, and we look to get and be able to get you the information that you need, okay? And why get it in the right place, get it so that you see it, and I am posting the Turnpike information to you, and I will share that to the Nctv45 page as we continue on with Newswatch. Now, as we go down, I told you about the Keystone and the PSSAs, and I want to say hats off to our local officials, Aaron and Chris, for keeping us well informed. The Governor Wolf's economic injury disaster loans availability for small businesses and nonprofits facing losses related to COVID-19. All 67 counties are eligible. Okay. They will be judged on a case-by-case basis. And the number is 800-659-2955. Okay, and they will get you some customer service on that. Carol Janaki, thank you for the kind comments. And we're just going to keep moving through Newswatch as we get the mailbag down, because it loads up, folks, with what you need. And I really want to get that information out to you. Now, this from Eric Carmacy. Registered Apprentice Ambassador Network, Northwest Pennsylvania apprenticeship meetings and trainings are canceled. Okay, that just coming, and that includes everything at BC3, and I guess that's where it was supposed to be. So we'll get that out to you also as we do a double take here as posting it for you so that you see it and you can read it if it responds to you. I don't want to do things twice with all the stuff coming in. It would be in two places at once. It would be a disaster because people would get confused. Mike DiStefano, thank you, DiStefano, and we're getting to just about to the end of the mailbag. Property rent and tax rebates extended to year end, and we told you about that in Newswatch, and before it was June 30th. They're extended to year end. I will repeat that for you. And that gets us through that portion of the mailbag. A couple other things. The Department of Health provides an update for COVID-19. 52 new positives statewide, bringing the total to 185. Now, before you go out and panic, remember, we're testing more people. And since we're testing more people, you get to find more positives. So I really believe, after seeing the local news today and everything else going on, that we're ahead of the curve here. We're I don't want to spike the football in the end zone, but as long as you follow the guidelines, let me repeat that. As long as you follow the guidelines, as long as you do what you're supposed to do, then you're going to be okay. And that very, very important as I go fishing for my papers. And you know, it always happens that when you're looking for something, it slides away from you. And so that being said, I want to review a couple things with these guidelines and talk about them. The fish fries are canceled. I have not heard back from the master gardeners, and so that being said, let's talk about the things you should do each and every day. And soap and water, wash your hands 20 seconds. I know. You're going, he told us this. But I want to make sure that you understand that it has to be done to stop the spread of this. Bleach. A gallon of water, a half a cup of bleach, 4 teaspoons to a quart, isopropyl alcohol 70% or greater, hydrogen peroxide, put it in a spray bottle, spray, and hand sanitizer 70%. Brittany, what do you think about the virus? I think it's a serious thing that if you get sick, you could die, you could get better. And I'm not a fan of getting sick. So I've washed my hands and I've done what they've told me. Now, the census has been extended. Okay. As recommended by the Center of Disease Control, the U.S. Constitution says every 10 years they have to have a census. Well, they extended the census beyond July 31st to ensure that Pennsylvanians can get it completed. Okay, so that very important that you should know. We told you about the small business type things. Here, state police issue statement on Pennsylvania instant check system for firearms. Major Gary Dance directed the Pennsylvania State Police Bureau of Records and Identifications released the following statement. Technology challenges and surge in the results of PICS twice going offline. An isolated server was the responsibility for it. The outage from 8 to 11:30 on the 17th. Second outage happened. Okay, despite the downtime, they have completed checks and they're getting back to normal. So, as we continue along with Newswatch. Now, this in from the governor, just breaking. All non-life sustaining businesses in Pennsylvania to close physical locations at 8 p.m. today to slow the spread of the coronavirus. Okay. Governor ordered of, okay. Secretary of Health, in extenuating circumstances, will be granted businesses that are supplying services of healthcare providers. To protect the safety of Pennsylvanians, we take more aggressive mitigative action. The virus is an invisible danger that could present everywhere. We need to act with strength against any of the severe threat. Okay. The governor had previously encouraged non-sustaining life businesses to close. To mitigate, restaurants, bars were stopped with dining-in facilities. Enforcement established with liquor license began at 8 p.m. on March 18th, and the enforcement of all other food establishments will begin tonight. Food establishments can offer carry-out, delivery, and drive-through beverages, including alcohol. Let me read that. Enforcement for established with a liquor license began at 8 p.m. March 18th, and enforcement of all other food establishments will begin tonight. The food establishments can offer carry-out, delivery, and drive-through food, beverages, and service, including alcohol. Pursuant to the Emergency Management Code, the government is granted extraordinary powers upon his declaration of an emergency disaster, such as COVID-19. Among these powers, the government may control the ingress and egress into the disaster area and movement of persons and occupancies of premises within the disaster area, which has been established as the entire Commonwealth for the COVID-19. The Secretary of Health separately is authorized under law to employ measures necessary for the prevention and suppression of the disease. Separately and taken together, the administration is exercising these powers temporarily to close all non-licensed businesses and dining-in facilities of all restaurants and bars across the Commonwealth. Persons must be removed from these premises to cope with the COVID-19 disaster. Failure to comply. The governor has directed the following state agencies to enforce the closure of these: Pennsylvania Liquor Board, Department of Health, Department of Agriculture, Pennsylvania State Police, local officials under using their resources to enforce closure orders within their jurisdiction. Private businesses, local organizations, and nonprofits entities that fail to comply with the governor's orders that provide protect the lives and health of Pennsylvanians will forfeit their ability to receive applicable disaster and or may be subject to appropriate administrative action. Such action may include termination of a loan, grant, including redevelopment assessment, capital, recap, grant funding, and or suspension or revocation of licensures. Finally, in addition, criminal charges may be applicable. The Department of Health is authorized to prosecute non-compliant entities for failure to comply with health laws, including quarantine, isolation, and other disease. Violators will be subject to fine or imprisonment. He goes on to say, the Department of Community and Economic Affairs offers capital loans to those working businesses with COVID-19. Resources and information will be posted and become available with the U.S. Small Business Association Administration. So that just in from the governor. Non-life sustaining businesses in Pennsylvania to close at 8 p.m. today. Now, that came in at 4:55. So, as we keep you abreast of what's going on, I'm going to take this second and we're going to go to sports, show you the highlights, and what we're talking about is Union versus Duquesne Vincentian. I'm going to get a drink of water and I'll be back with a whole lot more on Newswatch right after this.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, restaurant, and so much more. Wants you to every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Pleasing Call the Cedars. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
And tonight's starting lineups. For the visiting Vincentian. And now the Union Scotties. Now the Union Scotties. Now the Union Scotties. Now the Union Scotties. Thanks for watching Nctv45 in Newcastle. Just hoping you have a great evening, and we're available anytime on your time. Thanks for watching.
This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Home, residential, commercial, water coolers. You can contact us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. We're fast, efficient, and we deliver water. We offer 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. Contact us today at 724-498-4760. This program brought to you by Cummings Landscaping and Design. Brandon Cummings, Lower Operator. Okay, folks, we're back, and let's continue on with Newswatch. These things basically canceled. American Legion in Wampum, all you can eat breakfast, it's canceled. The Daffodil pickup at the Solomon Social Center canceled. And I will, because they sent that in without a date. April 6th was an Easter egg hunt. We haven't heard about that. And the 27th was supposed to be the trade. We're far out from the motorcycle swap meet. So, all the fish fries in the Catholic Diocese of Pittsburgh have been canceled. They're looking for an extension on the Real ID. Parish bingo tonight at St. Mary's Mother of Hope canceled. And St. Camilla's, we don't know. The Renova Music Festival still out of ways so I can't really comment on that. All, and I'm going to repeat this, all non-life sustaining businesses in Pennsylvania to close physical locations as of 8 p.m. today to slow the spread of the COVID virus. That's at 8 p.m. today, the 19th. Enforcement actions for bars, restaurants, dine-in closures began the 8 p.m. March 18th. Enforcement actions by non-compliance will begin at 12:01 Saturday the 21st. So that's where we stand right now on stuff that has come through the email. We posted everything else by Chris Sonata and by Aaron Bernstein. So with that, let's go to the weather. And currently in Newcastle, and I'd call it cloudy skies and 55. No real sun out there. And when you look at radar, you've got rain to our west, south. It just hasn't found us yet. We're, so to speak, in the eye of the hurricane there. So that gives you an idea what that looks like. Here is your local conditions. Wind chill 54, visibility 10, 2.49, barometric pressure 30.11, wind speed south of 5, and humidity 80%. Now, with that, let's go to Lawrence County 45 weather. We'll be right back.
BSB. Big Shot Bobs are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day, BSB. Big Shot Bobs are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bob's will be your favorite place, just like me.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
Hello, and
Standing by my window.
And that's what we had after last night's rainy low of 46. How is your Thursday looking? Well, let's take a look at local radar and scattered showers still in the area. And it's the national map will tell the tail off to the west and northwest. You see the cloud cover. You also see a great deal of blue. And the blue means precipitation. So here's what you're looking at as you get and go through your week. Last night low 46 and rain showers. No surprise there. Your Thursday, mostly cloudy, 67, and 60% chance of showers, so you're getting rained on. And you'll head into Thursday night. Thursday night, showers, low of 60. Chance of rain is 100%. So heading into Friday. Showers and thunderstorms high of 69. And yes, chance of that rain is 80%. So Friday night, heading into Saturday. Cloudy, a low of 27. Chance of precipitation is 60%. So it'll start off as rain, and then it'll eventually end as you get to Saturday. Here's Saturday, mostly sunny, high of 40. Saturday night, mostly clear, low of 22. Sunday, mostly sunny, high of 46. And then Sunday night, rain and snow, mostly cloudy, 32. Chance of precipitation, 30%. So you could be a miss there. It's not going to be anything to write home about. As you get into Monday, mostly cloudy, 48. 30% chance of precip will not give you anything. And then Monday night, mostly cloudy, 35. Again, 30% chance of precip not giving you anything. And Tuesday, partly sunny and 52. Chance of precipitation is going up on Tuesday, but you're going to get in a lot more sun than you'll get in anything else. So understand that, and I think you're going to be just fine. Now, that was, yes, Lawrence County 45 weather.
Standing by my
We
window.
would like to hear from you. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets today's modern conveniences. You'll enjoy their spacious, comfortable seating, their fresh ingredients that go into making every dish, whether it's pizza or that just right entree. Tuscany Square Restaurant, we're here to serve you. Call 724-654-3065.
Okay, folks, and we're back as the I guess you would call it the email of the day that conflicted with the other emails that came in. This in from Governor Tom Wolf. All non-life sustaining businesses in Pennsylvania to close physical locations as of 8 p.m. today to slow the spread of COVID-19. Now it's interesting, this is amongst them saying that they were going to reopen the rest stops on the turnpike, and non-life sustaining businesses today. Enforcement actions for restaurant and bars, dine-in closure began 8 p.m. on the 18th. Enforcement for non-compliance will begin 12:01 Saturday, March 21st. So there's no information given about those hourly employees. how long this will be. The hourly employees that work in offices, so I'll be waiting, and I will break in when we have more on this issue. So let's hear from these guys. We'll be back with a wrap.
There's more than meets the eye. Gotta give every Newcastle a try. They're a small town for living. Look around.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
This program brought to you by Cummings Landscaping and Design. Brandon Cummings, owner operator.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
Today's programming is brought to you by Nctv45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station. Well, we're back, and amid the craziness of the day, it's always good to see you. And make sure you tell a friend, and have a friend tell a friend about Nctv45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, I don't watch a lot of TV, you tell them we're available anytime on your time. Yes, a train that runs on your schedule, that's Nctv45. Now, you make sure you get that second cup of coffee, maybe iced tea, a nice glass of Coke, and maybe some ice cream, and have a super day in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you again real soon.
The ocean. Got my ticket for the midnight plane, and it's nice.